It's time for our first look at sports, and we say a very good evening to Damien Best.
Very good evening to you, Lisa. We're going to start things off with some cricket news for you. A century partnership between Rovman Powell and Nkrumah Bonner saw Jamaica's Scorpions to an important 26-run victory against Barbados Pride in today's lone match of the Colonial Medical Insurance Regional Super 50 Cup competition. Playing at Connery in St. Kitts, the Scorpions, who needed to win to stay in the hunt in Zone A, recovered from a position of 78 for 4 to score a massive 331 for 9 off their 50 overs after being sent into bat. Now Bonner with 112 inclusive of 9 fours and 3 sixes, and Powell 96 with 7 fours and 7 sixes, shared in a 151-run fifth wicket stand. Kyle Mears, he was the pick of the Pride bowlers with 2 for 26 from 7 overs. In reply, the Pride came up short, finishing on 305 for 8 off their 50. Captain Jonathan Carter led with 97, striking 10 fours and 4 sixes. Opener Aniko Boucher chipped in with 47, and right arm spinner Jamie Merchant snapped up 4 for 35. Our result moves the Scorpions to 16 points, the same as the Leeward Hurricanes, while Barbados remains top of the standings despite the defeat with 20 points. In more news from that competition, in Zone B leaders, West Indies emerging players stumbled last night as they were upset by the United States. Playing at the Tarouba in Trinidad and Tobago, the U.S. batted first and made 216 for 9 off their 50. The emerging players were then bowled out for 172 in 44.2 overs to lose by 44 runs. Also in Trinidad at Queen's Park Oval, Ghana Jaguars beat Windward Volcanoes by 22 runs. Last night, we reported that the Jags made 294 for 9 off their 50. Chandra Paul Hemraj, he made 100 with 6 fours and 5 sixes, and Raymond Reef for 52. Ryan John, he took 4 for 56. The Volcanoes, in reply, well, they only got up to 272 for 8 off their 50. Kavim Hodge top scored with 123, and that included 8 fours and 2 sixes, while Alec Athanaze, he got 63. Those two put on 146 for the third wicket partnership. Raymond Reefer, he took 2 for 62. Here are some of the highlights from the Volcanoes innings.
Devin Smith started well but fell. There was a question mark about a no ball, but was shown to be marginally good enough, and that was a setback, even more so now when they lost their second wicket. This one was pulled back because of the no ball. And then the opportunity here to really get things moving along with the second wicket pair. Full length delivery that trapped Maloney, LBW, Gudakesh Moti with the wicket. And the captain Kavim Hodge playing well, taking on the responsibility of the captaincy, bringing up his 50. And certainly at that point, the Windwards were starting to accelerate even more so as he was looking to clear those boundaries on the leg side again, his favorite area. And even more impressive in the partnership with Athanaze, 146 they put on for the third wicket. Athanaze getting into his own, bringing up his 50. And as he continued to play his shots, giving his team hope, getting to his 100. As Hodge, and wasn't he delighted in reaching that landmark? Consecutive sixes here for Athanaze, 1 over long off, 1 over long on. But did he get carried away because he attempted to make it 3 in a row, miscued, and Moti was the delighted bowler, saying beaten, taking the catch. And that turned out to be the critical wicket. Stumping chance that was missed. Katoy given a reprieve by Bramble. He's really capitalized though, beaten in the flight and bowled by the experienced Veerasamy Permaul. Barely a celebration from the bowler, and then the run out. Needless, John, the next wicket to fall, and the Windwards losing their way. Bhaskar Yadram taken comfortably on the boundary. Shillingford hobbled by an injury, could barely get bat on ball, and when he did, he was eventually taken at long on. And then towards the end, it was the end of an excellent innings from Kavim Hodge, playing on. We weren't too sure what would have happened there, but handshakes to him for his fighting knock, and that was it. The final ball of the match, and the Jaguars stay alive for the Volcanoes. It's about trying to be competitive in the remaining matches.
Well, back at home, Eden Lodge marched into the quarterfinals of the Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary School's cricket competition after crushing Luther Thorn by 159 runs at Passage Road earlier today. Sean Green reports on some of the action.
Shaquan Paris and Makara Haynes opened the batting for Eden Lodge. That's Haynes sweeping behind square to get his account going. Paris also enjoyed the sweet water bowling, targeting the backward square boundary as well, and the fielders, well, they could have done a bit better. Paris getting into position early and pulling to the same region for another 4. And after Paris departed for 23, Kishon Lewis cashed in on the sweets again behind square. Haynes gets a juicy full toss and drives it down the ground, and the fielders got it no, straight through them both, making him look like a human sieve. And if you thought that ball was juicy, then what about this honey-coated one? Smacked away for 4 more. But then after celebrating his 50, he missed a full one to be LBW to Aaron Jones for 55. Zaire Carter filled the breach, targeting, that backward square boundary again to get going. However, Eden Lodge lost a flurry of wickets, but they ended in a strong position on 202 for 6 in 25 overs. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Well, in reply, Luther Thorn were bowled out for just 43. More cricket news. A full-strength West Indies team struggled with the bat on the opening day of a 4-day tour match against Afghanistan at Lucknow in India today. Winning the toss and batting, West Indies were bowled out for 168 in 59.3 overs. Leg spinner Amir Hamza was the main destroyer with 4 for 34, and pacer Yamin Azmadi 3 for 33. Craig Bathett top scored with 46 and Shimron Hetmeyer 38. In reply, the Afghans were 49 for 3 of 27 overs. Rakeem Cornwall has so far picked up 2 for 17.